Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be showing us how to draft a strapless top with button extension at the front, like a tube top with buttons at the front. So the materials you're going to be needing for this project are your ruler. You need your ruler or your pattern master or whatever you're going to be using for your ruling. You need your pencil or your marker. You'll be needing a curved ruler or your armhole ruler. You're going to be needing your tape measure for measuring and then your pattern paper. So let's get right into the video. First thing I'll be doing is to mark my bust points and other points that I'll be marking. So because this is a strapless top, I'm going to be starting from the upper chest line, which happens to be 6 inches in this case. I'm not starting from the shoulder line. I'm starting from 6 inches as the upper chest line. And then from that point, I'll be marking my bust point, my under bust point, my waist point, and also my hem line or my hip point, because that's where the top is going to stop on the hip. So after doing that, I'm going to be coming out from that area by 1 inch. You could do 1.5, it depends on you. That will serve as my button extension. I'm coming out by 1 inch and I'm just marking it all through so I can square it up. Now I'm just squaring up all the points that I've taken from my bust points, my under bust, my waist and my hip line. So that's my bust point, my under bust, my waist and the hem line. So now the next thing I'll mark now is my nipple to nipple measurement. You divide your nipple to nipple by 2. My nipple to nipple is 9 inches divided by 2 gives me 4.5 inches. So that is what I'm marking on the bust point, on the under bust, on the waist and also on the hem. So you mark all those points just like I'm doing. I will also come to the upper chest line and also impute the 4.5 inches. Then I'll just connect all the points on a straight line. Now I'll come to the upper chest line right there and come down by 2 inches, or you can come up by 2 inches from the bust point, which will be 8 inches if you are adding with the 6 inches. So that's 8 inches. I want that point to be where my tube is going to start from. You can go lower if you want, but I'm using 8 inches in this case, so I'm just going to square up that line. Now what I want to do now is to come to that new neckline, the 8 inches we measured earlier, and tighten up that place. So I'm going to be taking 1 inch on both sides for my darts, just like I'm doing. 1 inch on both sides, making 2 inches total. Then I'll go to my bust point and come down by 1 inch. From the bust point, you come down by 1 inch, just like that. Then the next thing is you go to the under bust and also take out 1 inch on both sides. 1 inch on both sides on the under bust. Then you go to the waistline and also do the same on the waistline. Then you go to the hem line or the hip line and also do the same thing. Then you connect the points together from the hem line to the under bust line, just like I'm doing. A straight line from the hem line to the under bust line. After doing that, then we need to connect the darts into that point I'm indicating, the 1 inch we came down by. So we need a curved ruler for that. So you connect it with a curved ruler just the way I'm doing. Just like that, nice and smooth. Next, we need to do the same for this other dart we took at the new neckline. But before we do that, from the bust point, you come up by 0.5 inch. From the bust point, you come up by 0.5 inch. So from that 0.5 inch, you connect back to the new neckline on a curved, like just the way I'm doing. Now, after doing all that, we need to put in our horizontal measurement. So my bust circumference is 40 divided by 4 gives me 10. So I'm going to be adding the 2 inches that I took in. Then I'll be placing my measurements just like that. You also go over to your waist. You measure your waist, whatever you have on your waist. You add back the 2 inches that you took for your waist and add it back to the waist circumference, and you place it there. Then you also come back to the under bust. You measure your round under bust, you divide it by 4, whatever you get, you place it there. You add the 2 inches that you took out before and add it there. All the darts have been added back to the measurements. Then you go over to your hip and also divide your hip measurement by 4, place the measurement and also add back the 2 inches that, or whatever that you removed, you add it back into the measurement. Then I'm just going to connect all the points together from the bust to the under bust to the waist and also to the hip, just like I'm doing. Now, because this top is going to have a sweetheart neckline, I'm going to be coming down from that new neckline by half an inch. You could do 1 inch, it depends on how much cleavage you want to show for this top. But for this tutorial, I'm going to be coming down by half an inch from the new chest line right there, and then I'll just connect it back to the dart leg. Just watch what I'm doing. Now I'll come to that part there and reshape my armhole. So I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch from there. You could do half an inch, it depends on you how low you want the underarm side to be. So I came down by 1 inch, and then just watch what I'm doing. I'm going to just curve everything back into the other second dart leg, just like that. Just came back to the other side there to reshape it so I can just get my desired shape right there. So I went to the hemline there and came out by 1 inch. It depends on your taste, because I want it to be flared at the edge, and then I connected it from that 1 inch to the waistline, just like that, because I just want it to be a little bit flared out. So that's why I did that. And then I went back again and came up by 2 inches, because I don't want that side to be squared. I want to shape in that side. So from that point, you connect it back to the center front on a slightly curved ruler. Just slant it a little bit to give it a nice shape. Now from the front of that top, I came down by 0.5 inch so that I'll be able to blend that front into the button extension just the way I'm doing. That 0.5 is just like a guide to let me know where to finish blending, just the way I did, just like that. You can do yours to anyhow you want. So I blended it into the button extension. And I'm placing my buttonhole. You can just decide where you want to put your buttons. And just like that, we are done with the front pattern. So let's just cut now. These are the pieces of the front pattern of this top, and I'm just indicating where the button extension is. So now let's draft the back pattern of this top. So just like we did for the front, I'm going to be marking all my measurements from 6 inches that I used for the upper chest line. So I'm already marked my new neckline of 8 inches, my bust point, my waist point, and also my M line. I'm skipping the under bust for the back. We don't need that. So after doing that, I'm going to be coming out from that edge by about 1 inch. You can do 1.5. I just want to use that line as my guideline. Now I'm going to be ruling out my waistline, my bust line, and my new neckline, and also my M line from that edge. I'm going to be ruling everything out. After doing that, the next thing is to come in for my nipple to nipple measurement. Remember, we used 4.5 for the front, so that's what I'm going to be doing here as well. I will input that on my bust line, on my waistline, and on my hemline. I'll just basically connect all points together now. Now after doing that, I'm going to go to the M line and come up by 2 inches. I'll come up by 2 inches from the M line. Then on the waistline, I'll take half an inch on both sides for my darts on the waistline, and then I'll connect to the bust point just like I'm doing. You connect to the bust point. After doing that, then you connect also back to the 2 inches that we came up by previously, just like I'm doing. Now the next thing that I'll be doing now is to place my bust circumference measurement, which is 40 inches divided by 4, which gives me 10. I'm placing that there. Then also I'm going to be placing my waist measurement, also adding back the 1 inch dart that we took in. You had back your darts, so I'm placing my measurement there. I'll go over to my hip, also divide my hip by 4 inches and also mark it there. Then I'll just connect the 3 points together. Now I'm going to be going over to the M line, that edge there, and coming out by 1 inch, just like I did for the front, and then I'll connect it to the waistline. Remember, whatever you do for the front, you must do for the back so they can align together. So I'm connecting it back to the waistline, just like that. Now the next thing I want to do is to design my back neckline. So I'm going to leave it at that, at the bust point, and then I'll go over there and also come down by 1 inch for my shaping of the armhole, just like we did for the front. So I came down by 1 inch for the armhole shaping, and then I'll connect it to the bust line there. That's how I want the shape of my neckline to be at the back. It totally depends on your taste, so this is what I want. So that's the shape. We're going to be cutting the upper part off. So this is the shape we are going to follow for the back, just like that. Then I'll go over to the edge again, just like we did for the front. I'm going to be coming up by 2 inches as well. And then from that 2 inches, I'll connect back to the center back on a slightly curved ruler, just like that. Now I want to shape my back, so I'm going to be going in by 0.5 on the waistline, just like that. You go in by 0.5, then you connect back to the bust line and you connect back to the M line, just the way I'm doing. You connect it from that 0.5 mark back to the bust point on the center back, and then you do the same for the M line. and we are done with the pattern for the back. That's all, and then we'll just cut now. So now there are two ways which you can sew this back. You can leave it like this and cut two of this without cutting through the darts. So you just pinch out the darts and transfer to your fabric, and then you sew like this. You cut just two of this. But the other one is you cut through the darts. You cut through the darts. That gives you 4 pieces you're going to be working with for the back. I hope you understand. So I'm cutting through this dart for this my design. I want to cut through this dart, then I'll sew it back together with my allowance, my sewing allowance, later when I'm transferring to fabric. So you just had your sewing allowance all around the side, the darts, to join them all together. You had your sewing allowance. For the front, you're going to be cutting through this button allowance like this. You know it's going to be opened for you to fix in your button to overlap like that. So I'm just trying to assemble this pattern so you can see, and then you had your sewing allowance all around this pattern, so it's ready to transfer to fabric. Thank you guys for watching this video. Give me thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe and share my video. Thank you guys for watching. Till I see you next time. Bye.